Hi Earthlings. So I was watching this really great video and I'm going to put it in the comment section of this video that I'm making. And it's a story about Abraham when he was going to sacrifice his son Isaac. Now, God made a promise that the tribe, the bloodline of the psychopaths, which was created in the Garden of Eden. So when the gods or the fallen angels or the Anunnaki / aliens descended upon the earth, mated with the woman, did all this thing, they had this gene splicing center called the Garden of Eden, and they were splicing genetics of earthlings. So they were mixing they took Adam and they put him in the garden, and then they started this genetic stuff. So they made centaurs, which were the body torso of a man, but the hind and belly of the horse, example. And they mucked around with other animals too, chimeras. You know, it's like a part of a lion mixed with the eagle's wings, and a snake for a tail, and all this crazy stuff that they did there, genetic manipulations. And these are the abominations, of course, that our Creator was like, oh my gosh, everything's just like gone crazy. I'm going to have to flood the world and start again. Now, some chimeras did survive. They were called the Sphinx. Some of them had like a body of a human, the wings and the torso, the head of a human, and the hind of a lion. Now, these things cannot procreate, so they are a one-off creature. They are semi sort of like immortal. They were given a long lifespan, but they can be killed. All right, once they die, that's it. Okay, so in saying, when the gene splicing was going on, they were like, oh, they've got a lot here. What we'll do is we'll splice Adam and we'll give him a mate. So they took from Adam his genetics. They took from his rib, it says, his DNA, and they made from the male the female. So women are earthlings, but females are a genetic manipulation, okay? This is in my speak, how I speak. So whenever I'm saying female, I'm talking about a transsexual or a mutation or a change, an alteration. So anyway, when they first did this with Adam and made Eve, he said, flesh of my flesh, blood of my blood, bone of my bones. And the 3 sons that they had were psychopaths, murderous killers. The first was Cain. He had hot-blooded anger, and the first murderer was Abel, and he slaughtered a sheep. And the god, who, I don't know his name, but I think it's Zeus, but that's another story. We'll go into that later, of this Garden of Eden facility, was pleased. And when he was pleased with that, Cain got really upset about it because he brought in some fruits and stuff. And in hot anger, he killed his brother. He murdered his brother with a rock. Now, that's 2 murderers right there. One was a cold-blooded killer, slaughter, and the other was a hot-blooded killer, killed in anger. And then Eve got to conceive, and she had another child who was called Seth. And we don't hear about Seth in the Bible, but we do hear about Seth in Egyptian stories, because he was the one who murdered Osiris. And with cold, calculated, he, tried to poison him, and he put him in a coffin. And then when he found out that he had survived that, he hacked him up to pieces. So we're talking literal psychopaths here. And this was the bloodline that the angels wanted to procure. They wanted to put out into the world and have them. Because Samuel, the angel of war, wanted the bloodshed. And for some reason, these psychopaths did procreate quite a lot. Now, obviously, Abraham. And in the time of Abraham, it is said that the God promised him that his offspring would be like the sand of the sea and the stars in the heavens. So anyway, I was watching this small video, and in the video, while I was listening, I got the insight, and the insight is about us, because somewhere in that Bible, it says, I will create a new heavens and a new earth. And now I know what that means. And because remember in my last video, I said that our mission is to become an ancestor. We are going to, with our cymatic frequency, our frequency, our cymatic pattern is going to put energy upon the earth, a different energy, not a psychopathic energy, an energy of compassion, of empathy, of love, of caretaking, the original plan, the plan of our Creator, not the plan of the gods / the Anunnaki / L / fallen angels / aliens. Okay, so the heavens are, new stars are being born all the time in the heavens. We have what are called nurseries in heaven, where new stars are born in the clouds, nebula. In the nebulae, there are nurseries where new stars are born. And so we are at a time where we are we're formulating the new heavens. It happens one person at a time, one human at a time. That is the importance of us being on Earth. Our important mission, everyone's talking about starseeds come from another planet. We don't come from another planet, but we might, if we can plan it right, become a star. Something that is able to push a good effect in our cymatic frequency upon the earth. Okay? That's why we cultivate our spirit. And it's all for our heart. Okay? Our heart is where our inner star child lives alive in our heart. So the new heavens and the new earth happens one person at a time, and it happens upon our death. So I just wanted to add that, and I think it's important. If anyone wants to further talk about that, I'm all for it. And that is it. So ka kite, everyone. Much strength, much love, and let's make a better world. Okay, ka kite.